was the one on stage taking home 3 Grammys on a dream come true night. But she is the reason Jelly's even here to share his music. She is the woman who saved his life. Married in 2016, Bunnie XO has been the rock by Jelly's side as his music career took off. But Bunnie's life before the fame, fortune, and flashing cameras on the red carpet was a nightmare.
I've been in so many situations where I shouldn't be alive. I always tell everybody I definitely have 9 lives.
Before she became Bunnie, she was Alyssa DeFord, who at 14 was a homeless teen in Vegas. She's battled drug addiction, escaped domestic abuse by an ex, and worked as an escort before turning her life around. Her story of survival laid bare in a raw new tell-all memoir.
That is just such a release to finally get it out into the world, because now I can close those chapters and never have to look back.
Stripped Down, Unfiltered, and Unapologetic is out February 17th.
You've always been so honest about and transparent about your life. Where does that honesty and bravery come from?
I grew up around a lot of people who hid behind lies and a lot of people who I did not want to be like. And as a young child, I just could not stand when people would pretend to be something that they weren't. So growing up, I just always knew that my truth belonged to me and nobody could take that from me. So I just always kind of wore it as like a badge of honor. Like, this is me. If you don't like it, I don't care.
And Bunnie, straight ahead again, Bunnie.
You write so honestly about your work as an escort. What do you think are the biggest misconceptions people have about you when they hear that, or now they're going to read about that?
I don't ever want anybody to think that I glamorize that lifestyle. So it's like I never want to talk down about being in sex work, but at the same time, it was a means to an end, and I was in survival mode. It's not a lifestyle that everybody should be in, and it's not something that I ever want to glamorize. I don't ever want a little girl to read my book and think like, oh, well, Bunnie did it, so I should do it. No, don't do it.
Together, yeah, one more time.
And even when you met Jelly, you were an escort.
Yes.
And you went on tour and you were still working, right? So explain to me how that happened and how it worked.
Yeah, my husband, a lot of people do not understand our relationship. And my husband saved me because he let me be myself. He never tried to save me. He never tried to come in and be like, you can't do this. You need to change who you are. He always just loved me where I was at. And the way that he loved me made me want to change for him. It was wild in the beginning. You know, he would be on tour and I would book dates while he was on the road. And he just always respected what I did as a hustler, and I always respected what he did, and we both have never tried to change each other. So for that, I'm thankful. But sometimes I look back on that and I'm like, nobody's gonna understand this.
One more time.
You also talk about how your marriage is free, but not open. What does that mean?
It's completely closed now, in case anybody wants to know. We have spoken on this a few times, but when we first got together, coming from the background that I came from, of watching preachers cheat on their wives, watching politicians cheat on their wives, I mean, watching my own father not be able to have a solid relationship. My husband was raised in a home where we were just not taught how to love properly. We didn't know. So when we first came into the relationship, I think a way of us trying to not get hurt if the other one did something, because we're both two wild hyenas, we just said, hey, look, you know, if you're out on the road and you meet somebody, just tell me about it. I don't want to find out about it later. Everybody wants to put everything into a box. It wasn't like we were swingers, you know, going to frickin' putting pineapples out on our doors, you know, doing stuff like that. It was more of just like a fluid, like, hey, an understanding of like, hey, we don't believe in monogamy right now, so, you know, if there's something that you want, just be honest about it.
Hi, Bunnie.
Now happily married for nearly a decade, and those dark days in her past chronicled in her candid new book, Bunnie and Jelly are hoping to have a baby.
Tell us about your IVF journey.
I will tell you that we will have a baby, and we're excited. We're excited. We both have baby fever. I'll bring the baby back to see you one day.
Okay, we'll hold you to that, Bunnie.
I will, I promise. Aunt Terry. We need an Aunt Terry.
I'm a good auntie.
Yes.